James M. I think we used to maybe mow him back in the day. Scope of work for today is going to be brush cutting out back of bamboo, a quick yard cleanup. He's got like leaves and debris out here. He did say we can blow that out the fence, and then in the front be some bush trimming and mulch install. So starting in the back here, again, it's not a crazy cleanup. There's kind of just like light leaves everywhere. He said you can just open up the fence and blow the stuff out there, but you probably want to do project number 1 first if he accepts. So project number 1, which is the big boy, I think it looks a lot worse than it actually will be once you get into it, but who actually knows? It's hard to tell in there what's going on. So all this bamboo that's back here, running along the whole way, he wants it all cut down and removed. Ideally, long term, he wants to be able to go back there. Like, he just doesn't want to see all this bamboo. And he said he wants it to, so he can like go back there and kind of maintain it once we get the bulk of it gone. So it's actually not, I think back there, it's a little bit thicker. As you get further back, I can see it's a little bit thicker, but most of the stuff, especially closer to the fence line, it's fairly thin. You know, it should cut pretty easy. I guess it's bamboo, but it's not even really like matured. You got some bigger ones here for sure, but they're really still not that big. Brush cutter, a couple brush cutters should do it. Even maybe string trimmer would have some effect. Got some bigger ones over here, but yeah, just going in there and just like you're in a safari, just chopping it all down, down low. There is a big branch here, so we'll definitely need a good bit of chainsawing for this tree. I might even separate this because this is a little bit of a project on its own. This down branch, you just have to like chainsaw it up and throw it in the dump and haul it away. All of the bamboo, however, I talked to him about it because I'd be weary on how many trips this would take. Hard to tell. He said we can dump all the bamboo out back. So all the bamboo, you can chop it down and it can go out back. This busted tree limb here, again, it's a pretty big tree, so you definitely want to chainsaw it down just to be able to move it to your dump trailer. Chainsaw that up, but all the bamboo, brush cut it, haul it out back. And here's kind of just a good look of everything going on. This part's not terrible. That part's pretty dense with it. He said like once you get to the tree, like past the tree, he's not too worried. So like even if you get past the tree and there's a little bit of bamboo, I mean, the high stuff, maybe chop it just so it's not super visible for him, but primarily focus will be in this area. And then throw on tarps and drag down and dump down there. So he said he's actually done it in the past. He just piled the bamboo back there a couple times, and over time it kind of disintegrates. He just kind of wants it like neatly laid back there. He doesn't want just like absolute chaos, just bamboo scattered throughout all over the place randomly. He said if you can try to have it in like piles and stacked somewhat neatly back there, down a little bit, just so like neighbors don't complain or something like that. Yeah, so that's it for the back. And then moving up front, let's take a quick look at this pot. So mulch, install, bush trimming. So clean up these beds, edge it, weed it, blow it out. These 2 ornamentals, trim them down. And then mulch install in here. He did make a point, try to, about using preen. So just make sure I mean, we should always be using preen, but just a call out to use preen, spray a little bit. Just because he specifically mentioned it too. But then up here, some trimming. So the butterfly bush, he said trim back dramatically. You can see it's getting on his porch and everything. So trim that back, clean up the beds, cut out this dormant dead stuff. You could leave the maple alone. I think most of that dropping is going to be dropping soon. Clean up this bed, rake it out, fresh mulch. And then in the front here, these 3 are going to just kind of lightly prune and shape them up. Your 4 boxwoods, just trim them up, give them some shape. You don't have to edge because he's got the border here, but you know, clean up the beds, rake them out. There's a good bit of mulch in there already, so just kind of rake it out pretty good. Got some weedy growth here, some dead dormant stuff you can clear out here. Weed out all these beds, clean this up. This stuff, I would just like trim it with a string trimmer. Just kind of close it into the square that it already is. And then that's it. And then just a reminder, the last mulch bed that we already covered is over here. And that's it.